What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I'm going to be going over this squad that I'm going to be running in King of the Court today, if I do end up playing an NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, let's talk about the good with the bad. Let's talk about the bad with the good with King of the Court. Let's talk about the bad with King of the Court. Okay, I want to start with the good. The good is, if you do win King of the Court, you do get a, Week 5 GOAT Festival event card. The bad part about that, in my opinion, is, guess what? If you win King of the Court, finish first in the world, all you get, and I'm going to say all, is an Invincible card. At this stage, so many people are running squads of full GOAT cards. I'm included in that. Every one of my cards is basically a GOAT card at this stage. You give people a topper if they spend $100 of a guaranteed GOAT card, and yet 2K has the audacity to tell the player base, oh yeah, but if you finish first in the world in King of the Court, you don't even get a GOAT player. That's sad in my opinion. So that's one of the main reasons that I don't even know if I'm going to play, because it's like, I play 4 hours, I finish first, and you don't even give me a GOAT card. I'm going to get a card that probably won't even play. Start off at the point guard position, Luka Doncic. Watch my pack opening from today. I spent basically the last pack, the last little bit of VC that I had left over from my King of the Court wins. But Luka Doncic, I really like this card. Has a great release, catch and shoot release, great off the dribble, gonna play solid defense, has a solid player build. I really think Luka Doncic is the real deal on this game, and he is my starting point guard. I know it's sad that, Ben Simmons got replaced, but at the end of the day, I really like what Luka Doncic provides for me. And so at that point guard position, it kind of was a no-brainer, right? Like, of who to start at that point guard position. I think Luka is the real deal, and obviously, again, I got him, so he is going to play for me. At the 2, Larry Legend, Larry Bird, still on the squad. I know a lot of people are like, Ty, you need to, get rid of Larry, upgrade, go get KD, go get, somebody else. To me, Larry just holds it down. Like, I've even got my backup shooting guard who I really do like. But to me, Larry does what he needs to do. He's 6'9". He's going to get me stops. He plays solid defense. Like, to me, what Larry does is enough. I don't need anybody to do anything more than what Larry Bird does for me. So that's just kind of my approach to it. I know a lot of people may disagree that don't necessarily like Larry, but to me, he does everything I need him to do. At my small forward position, I'm going GOAT Dirk. I know a lot of people, again, are in that same boat of like, really, Ty, GOAT Dirk? Is he really the answer to your problems? For me, I like what GOAT Dirk provides. To me, he knocks down shots. He plays solid defense. He's just a guy that I can trust at the small forward position. Can get me the occasional bucket when I need it. Dirk is all I need. I don't need anything more than Dirk is going to provide. He is just going to be a steady option at that small forward position to knock down shots, to play solid defense. I just don't think there is much to complain about when it comes down to Dirk. A lot of people think Dirk's defense isn't that good. For me personally, I've never really had too many problems with it. And I might be in the minority there. A lot of people may not like it, but that's kind of where I'm at with Dirk, where when I've used the card, he's been solid enough for me, and it's tough to replace a card that you can trust on the floor. At my power forward position, I'm plugging in Mr. Ralph Sampson, Wreck-It Ralph. Another one of these cards that I just can trust on the floor. I know a lot of people might be like, really, Ty? You've been running Ralph for the last month. But, like, what would be the point of replacing Ralph? I really like his player model, player build. His release is super quick, sometimes even too quick for me. And again, he plays good defense. So for me, there's no real reason to think about even replacing Ralph. I like what the card provides. I think he, as an overall card at that power forward, is one of the best power forwards in the entire game. Like, I am that high on Ralph. I think Ralph is that good on this game. So if you want a card if you want somebody to sit up here and hate on Ralph Sampson, it's not gonna happen. Plays good defense. Mine's got 37 legends. He is probably gonna play until the last day that I play this game. Like, genuinely, I like Ralph Sampson that much, and just trust him on the floor. And I think that's important to talk about, is Ralph's just a card that I can trust to play and complete on the floor. At my center position, plug it in GOAT Yao Ming. One of those things where with GOAT Yao, I mean, I still think he's one of, if not the best card in the game. And I know you got, George Mearson. I know you got Sean Bradley. You got all these cards that 2K is putting in the events that they want people to spend an arm and a leg for. And I get it, right? If you're a big spender, go and get George Mearson. Go get Taco Fall, right? Especially Taco, his player builds wide. You're probably going to, I think Mearson's the better card, though, because he's 7'7". Those cards are probably going to be great. But for me, I've had Yao again for like the past month, and there's just no need to replace him. Yao is going to do what I need him to do. He's going to knock down shots. He's going to play good defense. He's going to be a cheese ball offensively. There's just no real flaws with Yao. And again, I don't need anything more. I don't need anything else. Him paired next to Ralph has been absolutely exquisite to me. I think ever since I picked those two cards up, basically every tournament in my team that I've played in, I feel like I've won. Every King of the Court I've played in, I feel like I've won. So to say that they've done their job would be an understatement. Yao and Ralph, both absolutely elite, absolutely incredible. Bench point guard, I'm going to plug in two different guys, right? Dr. J is right there. But I'm also not over the Invincible Ben Simmons yet, who I did get insecure from King of the Court. Now let's talk about it, right? Because you got two way different cards. Dr. J is going to give you more offense. I just feel like personally, I'm not chicken enough with that release. I feel like I miss more with that release than I should. And so that's something I really don't love with Dr. J. With Ben Simmons, I mean, I just don't feel the need to shoot the ball with him. He's going to play good defense. He's going to get me stopped. So it just comes down to who you like more. And that's why I'm plugging them both in my squad. If I were to play in King of the Court, it would probably depend on the game more than anything. Do I need more offense? Am I scoring with these and just need a little more defense? That probably would depend who I play. But to say both cards are, so good would be an understatement. I love both cards. I'm not that comfortable or confident with Dr. J's release. I think it kind of has like a hitch in it, which I just don't love. At my backup two, Luol Deng. Here's what I was talking about earlier. Between Luol Deng and Larry Bird, I don't know who I like more. Honestly, I think the thing I like is both cards are insanely similar. They're both 6'9". They both play great defense. They both can create their own shot. They both can do what I need them to do on the court. And I think that's important, right? Having a secondary ball handler that I can create with, that I just trust on the floor. And both Larry Bird and Luol Deng are those cards. I can play them. I can trust them. Both of them are going to do what I need them to do on the court. Whether it's score the ball, whether it's just, hold it down defensively, they are going to do their thing. And so that's the thing for me, is if I got guys that I trust, and you'll see me, talk about it a lot, they're going to play. I know people don't love that Luol Deng, the Matt Ryan with Oscar Upper. For me, personally, I don't struggle with it. So Luol Deng is a beast. At my backup three, I'm still plugging in 100 overall Braun. Now, here's the thing. This is a guy that I could replace. If I do end up playing in King of the Court, you might see me replace the 100 overall Braun with a guy, let's say like GOAT AD or like a GOAT Tim Duncan, just to have somebody to take the next step. But the thing I keep thinking about is this, right? If games are 16 minutes, my starters, or at least Dirk, he could probably play 10 to 12 of those. So I just need a guy that can hold it down at that bench three. And I think LeBron James does that. And so for me, there's no real need to replace it. My Braun's got, I think, 22 legends. And so again, there's just not a ton, in my opinion, of need to really fix it if it's not broken. Now again, I know there's going to be a lot more, GOAT cards running in King of the Court today, especially with their prices, how cheap they've gotten, how easy, they've gotten now to get compared to what they've been in the past. So I get that part of it as well. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. I really like LeBron James. I feel confident with him. I feel comfortable with him. So again, for me, what's the point of changing what I'm doing if it's working? LeBron James knocks down shots. He plays good defense. I know there's some people that don't necessarily think LeBron James is that good, but as long as he's good for me, who cares what other people think? That's one thing in life that I stand by. Who cares what people think of you or what you do? Just do your thing. LeBron James is a hooper. At my bench, 4. Similar to Braun. Dikembe Mutombo can just hold it down, right? I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying like I shouldn't maybe replace him, because I have thought about it before, maybe even with like a GOAT Shaq type of card. But at the end of the day, Dikembe can hold it down. He knocks down shots. He plays good defense. He is just solid at that power forward position. And you guys have heard me talk about it's hard to replace guys like that. Dikembe Mutombo, so I don't want to say similar to LeBron James and how they play, but like their level of play is so similar. They're steady. They go about their business. They do their thing. They're guys I trust. So, I mean, it's tough to beat that. And so Dikembe Mutombo, LeBron James, right now and to this day are still in my lineup. Obviously, again, if I do decide to play in King of the Court, those are two guys that are on the block, are cards that could possibly be replaced. When I did my pack opening, honestly, I was kind of hoping for cards to replace them. Instead, didn't go my way, but it is what it is. Two cards I really do like. At the center position, GOAT Will. I gotta be honest. Makes me a little mad when people dispute Wilt's 100-point game and think it didn't happen. Like, Wilt for sure scored 100 points. I don't know if y'all watched basketball back then. Wilt was so dominant. Wilt's an absolute beast. He's my GOAT of all time. In this game, again, just a card that is just fine. It's one of those things, at this stage, I wish I would have been running Wilt at the 4, just because at this stage, 7-1 is not what it once was. Like, 7-1 at this stage, some people might even say is undersized compared to, you know, what he once had going for him. And so that's something for Wilt. I wish he was maybe a little bit taller. But as far as like an overall card, I really do like what Wilt can provide for me on the floor. Plays good defense, knocks down shots. I feel like his release is relatively easy to time, easy to green. And so for me, I really like Wilt Chamberlain. If I am to play King of the Court, I will be live on Twitch. I just don't know if I feel like grinding for 4 hours for an Invincible card. Again, if they gave out a GOAT option pack, I probably would play. Because, I mean, from that GOAT option pack, I'd probably get somebody to make my squad. But at this stage, with all the GOATs that are in the game, why is 2K giving us an Invincible option pack? That just seems so bogus. Because at this stage, there's like 2 Invincibles that would play for me. Giannis and Wemby. Outside of those 2, I don't know if there's another Invincible that I'd even play. So that's probably why I won't decide. Probably why I won't play in King of the Court. It's just a lot of playing the game for a lot of no reason, in my opinion. But we'll have to just wait and see. I might just be like a game time decision and just load up the first game, see how it goes. If I get like a, you know, blowout or a quit, then I might decide to load up and play. So that's going to wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on my squad down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.